Hey, what's up guys, it's me Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel Apollo Uchiha. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Could Shapeshift. Now before continuing this, shout out is due where it is due. Shout out to Shadow520 for suggesting this idea. Now it is an unscripted story and make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in the outer skirts of Konoha Gakure no Sato with a boy and our protagonist, 13-year-old Naruto Uzumaki. As he was venturing there on his own, planning his next prank on the villagers who have always disdained for him, he stumbled upon something of sacred artifact that was kept there, hidden completely away from the villagers and the other shinobi villages, and even from Konoha's now time future shinobis. As Naruto was quite curious what it was, since it was surrounded in the form of a temple by a lot of statues of animals, as it was an amulet that he had found there. Huh? What is this? Thought Naruto to himself. As he ventured deep inside, we see that Naruto arrived face to face with the amulet that was shining and had a glow to it, as Naruto's eyes glowed similarly. Seeing that, Naruto's curiosity piqued as he took out the pendant from the statue and placed it on his neck, as if something was telling him to do so, but he could not point out what it was. He just did that on instinct, and as soon as he did, something happened. His whole body was engulfed by a pink, purplish hueish of glow, and suddenly he transformed into a bird. As Naruto was shocked, What? What is going on here? How did this happen? Was Naruto's thoughts as he freaked out, because he was just a normal healthy boy of 13 years of age and now he was all of a sudden an eagle? How did this even happen? As that is when Naruto also noticed the pendant in his neck also disappeared and was now a diamond mark on his chest in the form of a bird. Wait, that is the pendant. As that is when Naruto then tried to move around, but he couldn't because of him being a bird, and birds mainly flied and not used their feet to walk around, and he was getting tired. Man, I wish I was a boy again. And suddenly, without any doubt, there was another poof of purplish bluish hue again, and Naruto was returned back to his original self. And in this sense, Naruto was completely shocked with his eyes widened. Wait, so let me get this straight. If I think about it, I can transform into a bird? As Naruto then thought for a bit and thought hard, and suddenly there was another hue, and as if immediately he transformed into none other than a huge lion instead of a boy who was there. As the lion's only difference was that he had blue eyes instead of normal brown eyes that lions had, indicating that it was really Naruto, and a yellow mane, and he looked quite yellowish as well instead of normal golden brown. Wait, I really am a lion. This is great! As Naruto then roared like a lion and began to dash towards the village, and that is when he halted. If I go inside like this, people will think I'm a wild animal and even might hunt me down. No, as Naruto transformed back into his normal self and ventured inside. But unfortunately for him, the people who were surrounding the area, scouting out the village, have seen this, and they were amazed at the same time terrified, because Naruto was going to be their future adversary. These were known as the Akatsuki. As now we go towards Amegakure village, the village of the rain, where we see the leader was being informed about what they have seen from the scouting team. So the boy has found a sacred amulet that allows the user to transform into the shapes or shapeshift into the animals. Yes, and this is bad. What if the boy's mind runs wild? I have heard that the amulet's power are beyond anything, beyond even chakra. It can even allow the user to transform into a dragon if he wants to be, or worse, from the previous age, Godzilla himself. As with that, everyone was shocked because it was said to be nothing more than a myth of the old age that has caused more destruction and death before finally falling asleep into the face of the earth. And if the boy can transform into that with that amulet, it will be certainly terrifying to see and a sight to behold. And so they vowed that they need to act fast, and so they did. While Naruto was sleeping, in the few nights later after that in his village, he was kidnapped, and almost immediately all the villagers were alerted. But he wasn't the only one who was kidnapped. Almost as if something was going on, like a phenomenon in the whole elemental nations. All of the Jinchurikis, whether young or old, were kidnapped. As Naruto, when he opened his eyes, found himself in a different place, in a cave instead of his normal apartment. And alongside him were a lot of other people, as all of them were tied. As Naruto then said, Where are we? Who are you all?" "We are all Jinchurikis, and seemingly you are one as well. And that is why we all are brought here." "By who?" "By us," said the leader of the Akatsuki, who showed himself to Naruto, as Naruto was shocked to see him. As after that we see, Naruto was told, alongside with everyone, that they were soon going to die, and the Biju from them will be extracted and will be used to make the Ten Tails. As everyone was shocked, and some of the Bijus who had connection with the Jinchurikis were fidgeting, and through them everyone was told that it was really true, and they all will die, and so will the Biju's entities if they are combined into the Ten Tails, who was really a mindless monster. Naruto at that moment thought, what can he do? No matter how many animals he transformed into, they all couldn't escape, nor would they help. As that is when, from within his head, a voice called out to him. As Naruto appeared in his mindscape to see what it was, he was standing in front of a huge caged bar door, and that behind that caged bar door was the Kyuubi no Yoko, the strongest Biju known to the elemental nation, and it looked directly in Naruto's eyes, but not with any malicious intent, and revealed only one thing: you have to become this. As an image of Godzilla was revealed to Naruto, and Naruto was shocked. What is that? That is Godzilla. Once you become that, you will have enough strength and endurance to destroy this whole village if you want to. And Naruto was shocked when he heard this. While this was going on, already a day had passed in the elemental nations, and the Kage summit was called on the other side, because each and every village and their Kages were worried. Why the Jinchurikis all of a sudden disappeared? And they were blaming one another, until the Akatsuki leader arrived there, crashing down from the rooftop and declared war on the elemental nations. And after the war was declared, soon enough, Earth itself shook, as on the other side, a huge roar was heard, as everyone's eyes widened, and the Akatsuki leader disappeared, only to find that his village has been destroyed, and the other Jinchurikis were freed. And the Godzilla was standing, with its blue eyes, glaring at him. Godzilla, how is this? The boy, he used the amulet, but how? As after that, what followed suit was the Jinchurikis forming an alliance of their own, and taking down the Akatsuki once and for all. Since Godzilla was on their side this time in the form of Naruto, they had no choice. Soon finding the commotion, other Kages also joined in and were shocked to find the myth, the legend from the past age in front of them. And as soon as they saw it, they were all traumatized and terrified as well, for their own sake and for the safety of the others. As that is when something interesting happened. After the defeat of the Akatsuki, the Godzilla lowered its head towards the Hokage, as hot air blew by its nose. As finally, his eyes were happy, as if to see him. Naruto? Is that you? As the huge monster shook its head up and down, indicating that it was really true. Poor Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage of the village, just passed out and was ready to move on to the next part of the afterlife, but he was resurrected back because he had a lot of paperwork to do and a lot of headaches to deal with, since Naruto now somehow was able to transform into the Godzilla itself. As after that we see, after Naruto turned back to the normal self, a Kage summit was held again, and this time Naruto revealed that he found an amulet. It had connected to him, showing his chest where the diamond mark had now formed completely and forged itself in harmony with the chest. As that is when Hiruzen revealed that this was the amulet of a strongest witch of the past, who sealed away the powers of all the kaijus and other animals so that the user can transform into them. And Naruto has just transformed into the strongest of the kaijus to ever exist before the Bijus. And so, a new war was about to erupt, but Naruto was able to calm everyone down, or threatened that he would prank every other village, while in Godzilla form pooping in their village hometown, in the form of a poop. And that is why the war stopped. And in the end, everyone went back home happy, as peace was pursued and the Akatsuki were destroyed. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is it. Peace.